Social norms, defined as shared standards of acceptable behavior by groups, they are pretty much the unwritten rules of how society should function. For example, a social norm could be shaking hands when meeting someone new or holding the door open for someone. Social norms are everywhere within our culture, but what happens when they are broken? In this video, me, Charlie, Nick, and Matthew will be going against what is considered to be normal behavior. Each of us have one social norm that we are assigned to break and two different settings that we have to break that norm. One at school, one in public. How will people react to seeing this odd behavior? How will the reactions differ from setting to setting? I guess you'll have to find out. We are the Norm Breakers. Guys, what is up? It's Jack here with Charlie. Today, we are breaking a school norm. First norm we are breaking.
It's gonna be crazy.
What am I gonna be doing, Charlie?
Jack's gonna be, so he's watching a movie in Seedman's class, right? But instead of turning towards the TV and watching
Like a normal person
everyone else
would,
does, no. He's gonna be facing away from it, alright?
Not watching the movie, just opposite direction.
It's gonna be nuts.
Hopefully we get some good reactions here. Alright guys, here we go. The camera's being hidden.
I'm not looking at that. I have an open sky. Of course.
My wife was just wearing hers.
My mom was just wearing her. Hi.
So I was trying to act normal, but inside I was just worrying for that moment where I would eventually turn the opposite direction, and yeah.
Mind, there's this cognitive dissonance. Like, I want to believe I wouldn't be that obedient, but I honestly see why he is.
Yeah, like, I mean, it seems kind of horrible, like, what he's doing, but, like, I kind of, like, I'm not saying he should, but, like, I feel like it's hard to say, like, oh, no, I wouldn't do that without being, like, in a situation.
And this is what any social psychologist, this is what something like Darren Brown would point out. He's not trying to show that this person is a bad person. He's trying to show just how powerful social influence can be. That's what any social psychologist is trying to do. Milgram's not trying to show that, look at these evil people.
So I definitely got some stares, but for the most part, at this point, people didn't really notice. But when the movie turned on and I was just not watching the movie, that's when people started like asking me what I was doing, like laughing. I then awkwardly got up and grabbed my phone, told everyone it was an experiment, and that was that.
Alright, good. A lot of people.
Yeah, I was thinking this movie. Got that?
What are you about to do?
Alright guys, so see the escalator right here? I'm about to stare at someone as we go up.
How we doing, brother?
Good, we're just waiting on JT to get all set up and we're gonna see, how the social norms are gonna be broken. Oh.
So for this one, I mean, I just feel bad for this guy. Like, this was the longest escalator ride of my and his life, but it was pretty awkward. He didn't look at me once, but compared to the other one, I would say the school version was still worse just because of those circumstances. But yeah, on to the next. So for this one, we just had Charlie simply lay down in the middle of a passing area and just see what people do with that. So here's that for you.
What did you guys think when he was laying down on the floor?
I was like, oh my gosh, Charlie, what's wrong?
I don't know who he is, but I was really concerned because that's
Well, that's good. I mean,
very like accurate to what I think like a Teflon would look like. So I was like super freaked out.
well, there you go.
there you
They're
go.
obviously much more caring than the people at Target.
Yeah.
So yeah, one of the workers came and asked Charlie if he was okay, and yeah, but Target, lots of people walked by, whereas in school, the first person who kind of knew who Charlie was came and asked if he was okay, so this one was interesting. So this social norm is just sitting at a random table, and let's see what happens with this, with Nick here.
What does your kid do?
You don't mind if I sit there?
Sit there?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm from Whitefish Bay. Not yet. We have a couple days off right now, but yeah. I just decided I want to sit over here more though. Yeah.
That's my
Whitefish Bay? Oh, nice.
few years ago then.
Oh yeah, a few years ago. Class of 18? Class of 2018?
Oh, 20. Want to try 1956?
I wouldn't have guessed.
So this one was pretty delightful. I mean, Nick had a wonderful conversation with these people, and it just shows that, I mean, he was breaking a social norm, I guess, but, I mean, there are nice people everywhere, and if you just put yourself out there, you can meet some great people. In school, though, it was a little different. So we don't have the actual audio from this conversation, but Charlie described it as one of the kids was saying like, oh, does anyone know this guy? Like, kind of like apprehensive to let him into the conversation at first. But he said it was pretty chill, you know, they talked for a while, so. So, those are all the norms that we broke. It was uncomfortable, but also interesting to see what happens when you do something wrong on purpose. These norms exist everywhere around the world, and there are definitely different norms and similar ones. In the United Kingdom, for example, extended eye contact, like how I did on the escalator, would also be frowned upon. Just remember that breaking social norms is okay, but you will definitely get some weird looks. Thank you.